Check me. It's deeper than cold. Yeah.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Deeper Than Code podcast. I'm Chrissy.
And I'm Big Papa Code.
And today we have a very special guest. We're honored to speak with Kenny Smitty The Goat Smith, a visionary who transformed his life through financial literacy and entrepreneurship. Starting in Chicago, Smitty faced personal setbacks, but through grit and determination, he rebuilt his credit and turned his insights into multiple thriving businesses. Now he leads Smitty Wealth Enterprises, empowering thousands with tools to master business credit and achieve financial independence. We're diving deep into Smitty's story to learn about his journey, the challenges he's overcame, and his passion for mentoring others to his path to success. Let's get into it.
Let's get it. Welcome, Smitty.
What's going on, you guys? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling amazing.
Awesome.
Amazing. Happy to have you here. So, you've been an influential figure in financial literacy and entrepreneurship. But what inspired you to start this journey initially?
Yeah, so I got pushed into it a little bit for the most part. So the thing that I was doing was just showcasing my journey a little bit on social media. So it was like the first thing I started with was like I had bad credit. So I was on the internet saying like, dang, man, I got bad credit right now. And it's like I can't go get things. So I got to like get things in my sister's name, my mom's name and stuff. I'm like, man, I'm a grown man. And it's like I got to be able to do these things. And it's like I have to go through them. And it was irritating. So I'm like, all right, I'm finna do something about it. I had to start learning about it. And then as I got through the process of, learning about it and then actually taking care of it and cleaning it and stuff like that, as I was posting that on my social media journey too, people started asking me. It just was like, well, how did you do that? You know what I mean? Because I'm in the same position you was before you fixed your own things and showed us that you fixed it. They just kept asking me. Then it got to a point where I was helping people, but it was for free. And then it started taking up too much of my time. So now I'm like, all right, I want to help y'all, but it's starting to be too many of y'all because all y'all need help. So once that started happening and too many people started contacting me, we had to turn this into it wasn't a business at first, but it was like, I got to get paid for my time at some point in time. I'm not going to talk to 50 of y'all and just take up my whole day and it's for free. That don't make sense. So then I got the thing in my head to just be like, all right, I'm going to just turn this into a business. I'll just start helping y'all clean y'all credit since y'all don't know what to do, how to do it. I dug myself deep into like a learning curve of how to do it, what software to use, what places to put things. So then once I learned that, man, I was just like, all right, let me go help other people and started my credit repair business off of that.
Oh, wow. Would you say that was pretty easy though? Like when you first started your business because you were like, you did it yourself? Yeah,
it kind of was. I just basically took the formula that I used on myself and it was just duplicating and doing it for other people.
And that pretty much works for everybody with credit, huh?
Kind of for the most part. I'm
it's just a formula.
Yeah, but you have to continue to keep learning on the skill set because things get changed, things get outdated, things maneuver in different ways. And if you don't keep updating yourself, then you probably would not be using the most updated things and then you might not get the most success with it.
So how does that work with credit though? Like, are there new laws and stuff like that you're like privy to or you have like early access to, or you have to actually like go in and learn it yourself and like research it?
It's a lot of different variables. So like I got a big group too. So a luxury I got right now is that I have a group of over 3,000 or 4,000 people in it that are all trying to do the same thing. So what happens is as I give them my tools and my strategies and my hacks that I have, other people formulate things that they've tried and worked, and then they bring them back to the group. So it's a cool concept of hundreds of people coming back and like, hey, this worked for me. Now, the people in my group see that it worked for them. They try it, worked for them. So now this is a thing that we're about to use now. Okay, that worked for a few of y'all. Okay, let me put it up. And then now everybody, let's go try this. If that worked for you, post it in the group that you got this win out of this situation, and then let everybody use it. So it kind of like works between me pushing out things and then my group pushing things back to me. And we all kind of do it together. And then it helps everybody.
Learning and community.
Yeah.
That's dope. It reminds me of my sports betting Discord. It's like the same thing. It's the same formula. Like, we go back and we tell them what works and what doesn't.
The other thing and we've talked about this before, like the things that I like about like how you just kind of laid that out from the beginning all the way to talking about what you're doing with your group. It's like you got into it because you needed it for yourself, right? And then you found out that there was a need for it in the market because everybody else was coming to you and saying that, hey, I need this done as well. So then you kind of automatically, found product market fit, if you want to put it that way, or service market fit, you should really say. And you found out that that there were all these people that needed it as well. You took it, leveled up your skills really quickly because you were doing it for free for everybody. Then once your skills were validated, then you went out there and then started charging, which is pretty much the way that most people should do it. Because a lot of times, a lot of people want to go ahead and start a business and they don't really have no context for like what they're supposed to do or like if people really need this or don't need it. Yeah. And they just kind of jump out there. So I just think that that's something that I don't want nobody watching this to like gloss over. Like, I want to make sure they saw that.
You started from the bottom. Like, you started on yourself, and then that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is like the biggest hurdles that you faced throughout your journey?
The biggest hurdle was starting to separate myself from people that I've been knowing all my life.
Oof.
And, holding that barrier of like people like thinking you changed or thinking you don't want to be around them or you're just different now. And it's really not that. It's just when you start elevating to another level, it gets harder and harder to deal with people who are in the same position, doing the same things that they've been doing for so long and don't want to change. And it's like, I don't want to say preaching, but as I'm just saying these things out that y'all need to do better. Y'all need to be able to, start changing the way y'all are and what y'all do, what y'all talk about. And if you don't change that, now I got to kind of like distance myself and start surrounding myself with like-minded people. But it was a little hard. It was just like, I want all y'all to kind of come with me. I want y'all to be learning. I want y'all to be building, but y'all not doing it. So it's just like, dang, you know what I mean? But you've been my friend for 10, 20 years, you know what I mean? Or I went to school with you or whatever the case may be. And it's like, well, man, you can't leave nobody, but at the same time, I'm not finna stay here with you, same position either. So I think that was a little hard. And then also when you start getting success too, people start asking for a lot once they see, you know what I mean? And it's like having to say no been hard too. But I'm learning that you have to, otherwise people just gonna want. But it's hard though. It's like, they know you got it. You know what I mean? And then when they ask for it, it's like, you got it, they know you got it, but you saying no is like, I think it puts a different feeling in other people. You know what I mean? They just feel a type of way. And it's hard to construe with that sometimes when it's family or if it's friends, whatever the case may be, people that's really in need. But, you also can't just bleed out of yes and all the time.
You can't. You know what was a big thing for me with that? Like on PayPal where you could pick if it's a good or a service or it's family and friends. Yeah. I was sending somebody money the other day. And I was like, I probably shouldn't help you with this, but you know what? I am. I'm gonna help, right? And PayPal had this thing come up and said, "Hey, you've used this family and friends thing a lot. Are you sure nobody's pressuring you to give money?" Like that really popped up. I was like, "Yo, PayPal, stop! First of all, stop watching me like that."
But they pocket watching in a good way because they push you in.
They was like, are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, they be doing that.
I'm like, yo, that's wild. Like, because because I had just done something like 2 days ago and they didn't say anything. So it was just like, yo, it's been a few times this month. Or they're like,
yeah,
come on, like, is anybody making you do this?
See, and that's when you should have been like, hey, PayPal told me no. So therefore, I gotta say no to you.
Zell should do that too. As a matter of fact, but whatever.
You're known for your dedication to teaching financial literacy and credit building strategies. Why do you think financial literacy is so essential, especially in communities that may not traditionally have access to those resources?
Yeah, man. I think it's the most important thing that people need to start knowing. Me knowing what I know now, I wish I knew what I know now back then. I'd be so much further in life by now if I would have knew 10 years ago the stuff I knew now. And I think people, especially where I'm from in Chicago, people are stuck in this bubble, like in this matrix of just like what they've only seen and what they know. So if a lot of them would have got access to the tools and the resources and the information that I know now, that I know a lot of them could have got way more help, could have been out of a lot of situations, but not have been forced in that same bubble that they can't get out of. Because I know a lot of people that like, they're hustlers and they'll put in the work, but they literally just are in this environment stuck because of what they know and who they're around and how they've been growing up. And it's like they don't even know what's on the outside of the world. Like they don't even know what's outside of this little segment of Chicago. They ain't even seen the suburbs of Chicago. They've just been in so long. So like, I feel like if just they had more resources and opportunities, they could get out their situation, you know what I mean? Or they could do better for the family of their lives, but they just stuck. You know what I mean? And it's like, if they could have get the things that I got and know now, they could be utilizing some of these things to be able to build something for themselves. So they could not be in that bubble. They could extend out to go out of the state or something like that to see more, see better, and do better. So I think it's just hard that people that don't have access to the information. I definitely know, like, before I had access to the information, how my life was, what I was thinking, what I was doing, that I thought was normal. Now that I'm on this side of it, the successful side of it, and I'm like, oh my God, boy, this is different. Like, this is a whole nother world, whole nother way of living, whole nother peaceful side, a whole nother level of fun, whole level of abundance. And it's like, I just know that side they just think that that's normal. Yeah. It's normal to work for 40 years. You know, I seen it with my granddad or people that I've been around. It's just like, it's normal to go to work. Told you only worth $15 an hour, $20 an hour. It's like, it's so much more than that. But it's so hard for them to see, some of them to see it because this is all they know and all they seen all their life. Absolutely. So I just wish more people had access to the information so they could use it.
That goes into like, so I'm going to give you a free copy, by the way. Yeah. I have a book that's about exactly what you just talked about. I ain't going to plug it right now. That's not what we're here for. But in there's a formula that we talked about on the podcast plenty of times. And it's called the success formula or my success formula, whatever. And it's C plus MM plus SK times DA is equal to R and divide all that by O. So basically C is character, you know, which you're talking about a little bit. And the MM and SK is really what you're hitting on. That's your mindset and your specialized knowledge. And so you're talking about people that, you know, have good character and their mindset is good, but they're missing the information, that specialized knowledge that they need. And you're you know, talking about like injecting that type of specialized knowledge into them so that they can change their results. Because no matter how much actions you take, if you're missing the knowledge, know where to direct it to, you can't direct it appropriately. Right. And also the obstacles piece. Right. You know, depending on where you at, you have different obstacles that you got to overcome. And so you got to put in more effort if you got more obstacles. So that's what the whole formula is about seeing where all that stuff is. I mean, you got a bad character, you screw no matter what you do. But if you got a good character, you got a good mindset, you might just be missing information, right? If you know you're working hard, you might just have too many obstacles. Like you might, you know, be born and, you know, if I keep it 100, you might, you know, be born a woman. You know, there's extra obstacles you got. You know, at the end of the day, that's just the truth. Mm-hmm. If you're born a black woman, there's, you know.
I was going to say, especially a black one.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, there's stuff there that's not a challenge that for other people that'll be a challenge. And if you are born in a certain environment, there's going to be challenges you got to overcome, you know, at the end of the day. So, like, yeah, you're just, you know, see, and I'm not the one who said it. Smitty said it, and I'm just pointing out that what I said was right because he just said it just now. So, you know.
2 points for Gryffindor.
Not for Gryffindor. You know. Slytherin. There we go.
Well, I have a question about, like, you said you started off on, like, social media and showing, like, your story and how you know, you fixed your own credit. However, how do you balance sharing but still selling, like, what you're selling?
Yeah. So I got a different approach on social media than most people in business I see now. I think some people think that when you give the information out, that if I give too much, they're not going to want to pay me. Mm-hmm. So my mindset is flipped. I'm actually going to give you the great information, and I want you to execute on that and get a result, because once you get a result of my free information, you're going to come back and be like, yeah, that worked. What else you got for me? You know what I mean? But truthfully and naturally, that should be what you want to do, truthfully. Yeah. You know, so both sides, it worked for both sides. It worked for you and it worked for me. But I think other people think like, let me just give people a little bit, or I'm not going to give them too much because I'm not charging as much. Or And then now they be like, well, the person that gets it be like, man, it's all right. You know what I mean? It's not good enough for them to want more. So I believe in giving out great value and great information first for free so that you get a taste of that, or you get result from that even off my free stuff, so that now you're like, this legit, it works, I trust this person. And then it's like, if I have other products, other services, or other things I can help you at a higher level now, you'll be more willing to upgrade to those type of things or get access to different type of things within my business. So I use that tactic a lot. And it works for me.
All right, we're going to write genius right across the lower thirds. That's what we're going to do.
No, for real. Those are the keys. Because, I mean, that's honestly what's scary about social media, too, when you have a business, because you never want to, like, feel like you're giving away all your goods. However, like you said, I would, if I try what you said and it works, give me 14 of them. Yeah. You seen that sound on TikTok? Well, you haven't been on TikTok recently because I've sent you a whole bunch and you haven't opened them.
Oh, my bad.
But it's that sound is like fantabulous. Give me 15 of them right now. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's how it is.
Yeah, it work. I want my free stuff to be better than some people paid stuff. So then I separate myself.
See? Go to his page.
Exactly.
So many entrepreneurs struggle with funding. What advice do you have for someone looking to leverage business credit to fund their startup, and what common pitfalls should they avoid?
That's a lot I could say about that. But first thing I'm going to say is most people fail in business because they lack of access to capital. most people can't start bigger businesses or have bigger opportunities to invest because they have lack of access to capital. So I think learning that skill set or even getting access to that changes a lot for people's opportunities to do bigger things. So one of the things that I see people, one of the things that people think I see people do a lot is they do not focus on a personal credit report. A lot of people in this world just don't care. They do not care to get it together. They don't care to learn about it. They don't care to take care of it. They just like, I got what I got. It is what it is, and it's just what I'm gonna just let it be. Mm-hmm. Also, I think people just don't understand what you can do with it either. So it's a part of like educating themselves, a part of not caring. Because somebody would tell me like, I tell them like, man, you need to get your credit A1. They be like, I don't got time for that. I'm too busy. And then I say, well, it's $500,000 on the other side of that bad credit. You say you're too busy for it. Then everybody look at me crazy. Yeah. Now everybody look at me sideways, like, you know what? I might do need to take care of that. You know what I mean? And it's just the different ways that people look at it. So, but I think do y'all actually know how much you can get access to just by having good credit in the LLC?
No.
No, tell me right now.
Do y'all know the cap?
No, tell me right now.
Just guess.
What are you gonna say?
Just get some guesses.
2 million.
There's no wrong answer. That's a good guess.
Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna say 7 million.
7 million, 2 million.
10.
Yeah, of course you're gonna say 7 million.
Yeah. Well, to infinity, there is no max to how much money we can get.
I feel like they'll put a max on me.
Not even
I
you.
feel like if I watch,
if you start spending and not paying it back, you ain't gonna get no more anyway. But the cool thing about it is there is no max to how much you get. So just with that statement right there, there is no max to how much money that I can get and access to. You mean it? When I learned that concept, I needed to learn everything about it from the bottom to the top. I needed to study everything, learn about it, do it, fail in it, succeed in it, learn about it, go get coaching in it, mentor, whatever I had to do, I was going to do it because you mean to tell me just by having a good credit report and a business that I can tap into 6 figures worth of access to money, 7 figures worth of access to money, and all I got to do is have these 2 credentials? It's like amazing to me. Like when I understood that concept, I'm like, oh my God, I've been doing this all wrong. I've been trying to save up $20,000, $40,000, never could do it. I was trying to save up to start a business or to do something different and try to work a job. And it's like, I never could do it. I never could save up $40,000. And it's like, I've been trying 2-3 years in a row when there's people out here getting approved for $40,000 in a day.
Crazy.
Why would I continue to go on that path of not taking it serious or taking care of it when I could leverage this opportunity to make me do way bigger things or get access to things or start things that's on a whole nother level now because I have access.
Mm-hmm. Me and my business partners were going to get funding and stuff like that, a while ago, and we ended up getting venture capital and angel investing for an enterprise that we were working on. Mm-hmm. And we had, and I remember talking to Brylan, my business partner.
Shout out to Brylan.
Yeah, Brylan's amazing, by the way.
So amazing.
Like, I'm like number 1 person in the Brylan fan club. He's like one of my best friends.
Okay.
But at the end of the day,
I'm number 7 on it.
You number 7 on the
He ain't all that to me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love you, Brylan.
But yeah, so like, and we were talking. And I was telling him, I was like, yo, like I had met somebody else that also was, launching a similar type of business, right? Yeah. And they was like, they did eventually get VC money, but way less than we did. But they funded a whole bunch of it through like their own credit, right? So they launched everything with their own credit, and I guess they had worked out a deal with their investors that because none of it was personal guarantee. They got to the point where it wasn't personal guarantee, where they actually got the like once they approved their concept, their investors let them use the money that they raised to pay off the debt. And I was like, that sounds like that would have been way smarter if we did that.
Way smarter. that was good.
Extremely.
Yeah, like maybe we should have done that. But obviously it was way too late at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know what they would have had to agree to, or if our investors would have been down for something like that. But like they raised, they got the money themselves. Did all the stuff, proved their proof of concept, found product market fit. So now they had an even more valuable product or whatever. And it was all, not personal guarantee or whatever. And they were getting some revenue. They were servicing the debt. Obviously, that's one thing everybody doesn't say. Obviously, everybody knows, you take out a loan, you got to pay the money.
Yeah, 100%. Pay it back.
That's what they say. I'm just kidding. You should pay it back.
Yeah.
No, you definitely
definitely pay it back. or just you're going to need him again.
Yeah, another reason why I give out a lot of good information, and this is the craziest concept that I've seen over the last few years. 90% of people don't take action on the information anyway. some people ask me sometimes, why are you so comfortable giving out all the information, man? Other people in my same industry, they be like, man, come on, you didn't game all the game. And truthfully, what I've learned, I would say probably 95%, I give grace, 90% of people would not take action on information anyway. So I'm not even scared to keep giving out all the good information.
They're not gonna do that, right?
Though? But why? Why do you think that they're not doing it?
Everybody's
Character? Really?
There's a lot of different reasons, I would say.
Is this a real call?
No, that's not a real call. No, it's character.
It's character?
Yeah, it's a lot of different reasons. I think that's going to be one of them, of course. But it's so many different variables. People don't believe they can do it. People don't have the access to the information of how.
Belief is mindset.
Yeah. That's a big part of it. People like to look at other people and praise other people at doing certain things and then don't think to just like, I need to go do it for myself. So it's a mindset problem. It's a taking action problem. Some of them scared or risk and fear. So there's a lot of different variables.
But don't be scared, guys, to get your credit together. That's, you know.
And some of them might just have
scary.
real obstacles that they like, it's like super hard to overcome. Like it's hard to like take action on this where it's like, yo, every single week, I'm 2 seconds away from getting evicted. You know, like if you're in that zone,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you're in survival mode. Like at a certain point, you can't really see. And like I feel like you got to be at least until you get at least 3 paychecks ahead.
In this economy, you're being really.
I'm saying until you get at least 3 paychecks ahead, you can't even like breathe. You gotta wait till your birthday to go out of town if that's the case. You know what I'm saying?
And you still can't. I still can't go out of town.
Can't.
Shit. But we was just talking about that.
On people's birthdays though, they be finding the ways though.
So, well, I haven't.
They find
my
the ways on
birthday is
their
in
birthday.
what? 7 days? 2, 5? I don't know. Where are the
Most
ways?
of the time.
Where's the ways at? But no.
You gotta
be
hit
going
me.
all the time though.
Anyway, what are you most proud of?
I'm most proud of the amount of number of people of the community that I've built in such a small period of time. I have over 5,000 people come through my programs now, and it's just like it grew so fast, so big, and it's helping change a lot of people's lives at like a fast rate. Like I get paragraphs like so big every week now of how a situation came where I changed their life just because of one small little move of it. And it's like, it's happening so frequently now. It's like, I'm proud to be able to be here today, being able to help hundreds and not thousands of people be able to understand something new or introduce them to a new strategy that can help them change their situation. And some of this is for their family. So some of these men that's changing their lives for their family, some of these women change life for their kids. And it's like, it's a bigger picture than just, oh, he's telling me something about credit or business or giving me information. It's like, all right, I used this, it worked. Oh, now I'm able to get my house. Now I'm able to start this business. Now I'm able to get more inventory for my business to grow and have some freedom for myself. Now I quit my job. Now it's just all these different things coming around. I was about to kill myself. And then now you gave me a different route to think about and, push. And it's like, wow, I've been able to build a platform to be able to help a lot of people. And I think I'm pretty happy with that.
Absolutely. How can you not be?
Yeah,
like even I'm
dope.
happy for you. That's
Yeah.
great. Okay. You've not only grown your own brand, but have become a mentor for thousands. How did you start mentoring others, and what does effective mentorship look like to you?
Yeah, so I took my first mentorship myself. So I had to go out and get more information for myself because I couldn't do what I don't know, just as well as you just can't do what you don't know. So I understood that concept. I'm like, all right, I got a little proof of concept and I got a little thing going on. I got a little buzzing of going on what I got, but I don't know a lot. It's so much more that I don't know. So who could I go out here and find that knows it already, that I can get coached by, mentored by? So I took my own first mentorship myself. My first mentor I paid $5,000 to. And I didn't understand the concept of paying somebody so much money at first. And I was just like, man, why I got to pay this person $5,000 for them to teach me something? But I understood that person knew what I needed to know. And what I wanted to know, and it was at a way further position than what I was in life. So I'm like, all right, it got to be some stuff he can tell me and teach me that can get me further in my life or my situation in business. So the way that it came about me doing it was I took that mentorship and I got so much information that I was executing on this at such a high level. People started wanting me to coach them. So some of it started like one-on-one, some of it started like consulting over the phone, and then some of it started to, and once again, it was like my time was getting too much invested into it. So now I'm sitting down with people, with family for hours, or people that I'm close to and like breaking things down for them, helping them, mentoring them in a way. I'm like, well, I might as well turn this into a thing where I coach and help people too, because this is what it's turning into anyway. So I also seen the structure of what my mentor had You know, so I kind of got an idea from that too. I was looking bigger than the picture of what he was just teaching us, and I was looking at actually what is he doing. He's running also a second stream business by helping people, you know, and he's getting compensated by helping people. So he's solving somebody's problem, and then he's getting paid for it. Okay, well, maybe that's a good idea. There's a lot of people out here that got problems that I could probably solve now just I got the information. So I thought it was a smart idea to also, you know, get into that field as well, as my people that knew me needed help too. So why not turn into that person that can help them and be able to mentor them and coach them and help them? So I opened up that avenue for people to come to me and help them with coaching them. So a lot of people started coming to me and getting mentored, and it was working. So I'm like, all right, first it was like just starting with like 1 or 2 people. I'm like, let me see if this stuff works. All right, let me see if I teach them everything I know, would they be able to actually go do these things on their own and not just me getting the result? And then time after time, and it's like, it's working, work for this person, work for that person. I'm like, all right, yeah, I got something, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, I can start building this up. I can actually structure this thing. I can actually build a real business around this and try to help a lot of people as much as I can. And I got the push from my mentor too to be like, man, yes, go help your people. You know, there's a lot of people that I can't reach that you know, or that people that know you that you can touch and reach, that you can push this thing out further than just, you know, me teaching people. Is like, now you teach people and it's like a chain reaction. So it happened exactly like that. And then now that's how we came to where we are now. And I love it. I actually love what I do and how I do it. It's actually like, I don't even feel like I'm working. It's like naturally just cool to be able to teach people stuff and then to see them go execute and make it work and then come back and be like, hey, it worked, you know, and so it's a pretty cool thing that I got going on.
That is dope. Do you ever find that like your friends or like family, they ask you for discounts?
Yeah, all the time.
Do you say yes or no?
It depends. It depends.
That's real.
A lot of people that look like us ask for discounts all the time. I'm starting to lean towards more so saying no now.
Okay.
Because I know the value of what I got, and I want the type of person that's purchased from me to understand it and be willing to invest into themselves, because that's a teaching point in itself. Some people think it's just about, oh, you're going to get paid when I pay you. No, it's going to give you the right mindset you need to have to go get to the next level in this world, that you're going to have to spend money to make money. You're going to have to invest to yourself over and over again and need to start now so you to get it. And you don't need no discount, because everybody in the world not going to give you no discount. So
absolutely,
you need to get that through your head right now.
Listen.
You know what I mean? But they be asking, some people ask for free. That feels as though they're entitled to it for free. And I give some people free stuff here and there. But I also...
Who would you give some free to?
Not like
your
my
parents?
close, like my family and stuff like that. But what I've learned now too, people do not value free. It's not the same approach. I can give somebody the same program that's worth $5,000 and give it to somebody for free and give it to somebody that paid $5,000. Somebody that you give it to for free will not take it as serious.
No investment, no loss.
Yes, they like, man, they don't have that stomach feeling to be like, I gotta take this serious because I just got it. I do it when I want, or I do it next week, or I do it next month. When you pay that $5,000, it's like, man, I gotta make my money back. You know what I mean? I gotta do this thing. I invested my money now. Now I'm locked in. So I think it make people actually execute more than it would if you didn't pay. I didn't give people things for free and they never executed on it, and it's just mind boggling. I'm like, I should have just made you pay, because I bet you would have did it then. I would have served you more by you paying me versus me giving it to you for free, because you don't take it as serious because it's free.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What did you say earlier? Character.
Exactly.
Character.
Mentoring can be as challenging as it is rewarding. What have some of the most significant challenges you faced in guiding others, and what common mistakes do you see entrepreneurs making in early stages?
So the one mistake, there's a few of them. One thing is people are not willing to want to spend the money. So what I've been seeing in business from a lot of people who are successful and myself is that you have to be willing to spend the money on yourself and into your business. But people are cheap. Like, people are cheap with their business and invest in themselves. They don't value it as they value other things. If I put a Lamborghini in here for $5,000 to $10,000, everybody will try to come up with the money as fast as they can. Like, oh, shoot, it's $5,000, not $10,000. But if I tell, if I get somebody a formula that made me $500,000, though, for the same price, people wouldn't have the urge to come up with the funds or that urge to pay it, because they like, well, I'm paying this person $5,000. And it's like, it's hard to get through people's mindset of this is what you need to get access to if you are looking to get to the next level, because you can't do what you don't know. So I think it's hard for people to grasp that, to the value of information, because they value so many things over information that their mind can't wrap around that. Paying for information is going to really get them to the next level, or paying to get their mindset together and get them to the next level, because it's just wrapped around a different way. And then even some of the people that pay, They are not willing to put the work in like you would put the work in. So I've seen people come in my programs or in other people's program. This is a perfect example too. I've been in programs with the same person, right? We both paid $10,000. We both had the same amount of time frame. We both had the same pieces of information. I have succeeded to where I am. I have seen people in the same position they are, and they're complaining and saying, "Oh, this wasn't as valuable, man. I the 10,000, it might not have been worth it." But I'm in the same exact program. I have generated 7 figures off the same program that you were in that you said is not valuable. So what does that say, or what does that mean? That person may not have been the executor. That person may not be willing to put in the work. That person may not have been willing to be consistent enough to for it to work if he probably failed. That person probably failed and didn't get back up. It could be a lot of different things. I don't know exactly what they are, but it's like people are not willing to put in the work sometimes, man. People are not willing to be consistent enough for it to start working. Some people are not willing to take the risk. Some people are not willing to sacrifice. Some people are not willing to do something, stop doing what they've been doing that haven't been working, to do something new that might be working for them. So it's not always easy, and you got to try to build support around to try to help them be consistent, do the work, because I know it works. There is no doubt in my mind what I'm pushing out works 100,000,000%. Not a doubt in my mind that it can't work for anybody that comes in and do it too. But I have to try to instill that in other people, and it's not always easy. And then just executing. People execution levels are very low. Mm-hmm. And they just put their time into everything else. Because one thing I tell my people is like, the first thing I tell them is we got to get our mindset right. Man, skip to the part how you made $100,000 in a day. That you said you made $107,000 in a day. How we do that? We gonna get to that part, bro. But if you don't get this mindset together, you don't even get to the part where you can be capable of doing that. But they don't understand that yet. So they just think it's like, give me the stuff, man. It's like, no, bro. I built my program this way because I understand that if I keep skipping this part, even if I give you the tools to go do what I did, you still are not going to be able to execute it because you're not mentally prepared to be able to set this up the right way. Anyway, so I gotta be able to combat with that sometimes. And then let me see what else. I think that's the main thing though, that I just keep seeing consistently with people that's coming through mentorship programs, not even just mine, just genuinely seeing it. It's hard to be able to get somebody to shift that mindset. So it takes time, and then people want things now too. They want instant gratification.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So that's a hard one to battle too. It's like, you said we're going to be doing this. Well, not by tomorrow, bro. You know what I mean? I'm talking about tomorrow.
How long does the process take, though?
So everybody's situation is different. Everybody has different things going on or that they have to go through to get to where they need to go to. So, like, you might have $180,000 in debt. Somebody else might have $2,000 in debt.
I rebuke that.
I'm gonna put that.
Jesus Christ.
I won't put that on you now.
Breathe anymore.
Somebody else. I won't put that on you. Right.
Okay, thank you.
Somebody else has like $108,000 in debt, and then somebody might have $2,000 in debt.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be easier if you get to the destination faster because you don't have that much to deal with. Mm-hmm. Somebody already might have a business. They just need tools and strategies on how to grow it. You know what I mean? Some people never even had a business before in their life, so now they got to learn how to start it. They got to learn how to create the business. They got to learn how. So it's like it's going to be different time frames for different people based upon where they are and based upon the execution time. Me and how I move, I execute now. You know what I mean? Other people execution time frame is not like that. They like, all right, I might do it tomorrow. I might do it next week. Oh, I'm tired. You know what I mean? Or I'm busy. Or I'm out with my friends. Or I'm watching TV, and they doing all these things that don't move the needle. They don't make you no money. They don't put your kids in no position. They don't pay your rent. So now they doing these things that ain't beneficial to them. So now it's like, all right, that's why your process is taking longer. It could have been faster if you were prioritizing things you need to prioritize, but it's just people different. People learn different. People execute different. People are in different phases in life. So there is no specific time frame on the things that you can do and build. It's based upon a lot of different variables, and it's really based upon the person. The information and layout could be in front of 10 different people, and 10 different people want to approach it different ways. So it all depends. Yeah, but it's that part hard, man. And then just seeing people just wanting to keep being stuck. It's hard doing that too. I be seeing people that I know that I can help 100%, but they don't even believe in it themselves enough. So I be trying to put my belief on them a little bit, and I've shown that it's possible already. In such a small time frame too. It ain't been on. I started this journey like 3 years ago. You know what I mean?
Oh wow!
I knew none of it. I knew not one piece of it. I didn't know not about a business. I didn't know about an investment. I didn't know about a credit score. I had a 400 credit score, no LLC, and I never started a business in my life. 3 years ago. I couldn't talk to y'all about any of the things I'm talking to y'all about.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But
3 years ago.
I've put in so many hours since then, though.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes no sleep. Sometimes 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking about learning, executing, getting coaching, getting mentorship, paying to learn, getting consulting, YouTube, whatever the case may be, books. Like, I've been for so long now, so many days, so many hours. I had to master this stuff, and I wasn't going to stop until I did. And I don't think everybody got that mentality, and it's hard to they instill it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they don't.
That's like I'm old, so I don't want to, I'm not old.
Just a little less young.
A little young. Richard looked over at me and was like, yo, man, you can't call yourself old. But I bought, there was a time where I actually had counted it up, and it's way more than this at this point, but this is like 2012. It was like at this point, I had spent $27,000 on books, courses, and stuff like that, all about, for stuff that I'm into. And I remember I made one of my first products, and in the sales letter I talked about, I spent $27,000 on all this stuff like that. You don't have to. My thing is $20, but I'm going to tell you all stuff that I, that I've learned, et cetera. And I gave away a lot of value in there. Mm-hmm. And still some people I still know from then. And most people didn't take any action on it. I'm like, yo, I think that the journey of me going to all those conferences, going to all those private mentorship things, going to this, going to that, and then also buying all these books, learning this programming language and that programming language and doing this and doing that, all of that, actually kind of is what you need. It's like if you have a butterfly and it's becoming a butterfly in the cocoon and you take it out the cocoon, it dies because they didn't have a little bit of the struggle. Yeah. And you kind of need that a little bit. And if you don't have that, you don't grow into what you're supposed to grow into.
Mm-hmm. It builds character. And it makes, look at that character.
It builds character. Sheesh. Exactly.
Yeah, it builds character. Actually going to those places.
The more you look, you're like, yo, that formula you made, Arthur, is genius. Yeah, I know.
Here we go again. Back to the formula. I mean, it's worth every penny. Selling itself.
Get the book.
So, how much is it again?
It's like 10. I don't know. It's whatever Amazon has it at. It's on Kindle. So I mean, whatever.
It's free. It's put on Afterpay.
Yeah. I don't even know what my number is now. Dang. I'm at probably over 150,000 in mentoring and coaching.
Really?
Yeah, I still haven't hit that.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that right now. So that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's the reason why your learning curve was boom.
Yeah,
years.
I've never paid for a mentor. I need to.
What?
You pay me right now.
Okay.
You never paid for a mentor?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like I know everything.
Man, if you wherever you are now,
I don't.
10 steps. If you want to go 10 steps fast, there's a lot of people out here that can help you fast track your process to get to where you're trying to go.
Really? But so when you're looking for a mentor, what are you supposed to be looking for? Somebody you want to be exactly like?
No. You always gonna have your own creative spin on anything you do because you. Nobody can be you and you can't be nobody else. But but
they should be trying to get me to mentor. I'm just playing.
So you have to see it though. You got to be able to see it, and it's just the first thing is what would you like to do at a high level? If you can make $50 million doing something, what would it be?
Selling feet pics on.
Okay,
OnlyFans. Honestly,
they make a lot of money doing that.
Hell
so
yeah.
who's the number one person who does that?
I don't know. I can research that.
So this is even in that industry. This is what I would do. I would literally look at the top 5 people in that industry who makes the most money with doing that. If somebody makes $40 million doing selling feet pics, I need to go have a conversation with her though. I need to see what formula is she using, what strategy is she using, what's working best for her. Because I'm sure it's something a tactic that she's using that you don't know that you could be 10xing your money with what you're trying to do right now with that. Seriously, I'm dead serious too because it's certain things that they do that they can help you do or put you in a position to do to be able to help you build that times 10.
How do you approach that?
That mentorship exists, though. That's the thing I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
I know you half joking, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm serious.
No, I'm so serious.
But I'm telling you right now, that mentorship you're talking about.
100%.
Okay, we're on 9. That's our last one.
I can just give him some game though. Before we end out, we didn't get too much into information in game, but I think a lot of people don't understand what business funding is. So what I help people with, I have a funding company and a funding business. So people come to me to get access to capital for their business. So let's just say you looking to start a business or do an investment or grow your business, you need access to more capital, you come to me. So anyone who has over 700 credit score or LLC can come to me. I can get them access to their first $100,000, $200,000 with the LLC. That's my business that I run, but I also teach people how to start their own funding brokering business. So now you can come to me to also learn, all right, how do you run that business that you run? So now people come to me to learn how to start that business. And when I get somebody access to $100,000, $200,000, I get anywhere between 5 to 10%. So now I get anywhere between $5,000 to $20,000 per client. So people are looking now to learn that business model from me. And I have not opened up that opportunity for people to learn how to be able to start their own funding brokering business. So that's like one of my higher tier programs that I help people with, like help people make a lot of money. So anybody who's looking to learn those type of things, that's what I help with the most. So I help people get funded, but then also start a funding business. And then at a higher level, teach you how to leverage credit and funding to be able to make you money. And I help people make money online. So I got a lot of different areas of way I can help people and be able to get them access to things.
Making the money, man.
I can see you doing that.
You can see me doing it?
I can see you
doing what?
Exactly
Making money?
Exactly that.
Yeah, same.
Not just making money.
Just making money. Yeah.
Well, that too.
Yeah, if you know people that need help with that area, it's a big business model that's growing pretty fast. That makes a lot of money faster than a lot of other business models.
So what if they have really bad credit, though?
So then we help. It's either you help them or you give them the tools to clean it themselves. So right now I got a software. So I got my own software, and it's an AI-generated software in Metro 2. Basically, it helps people clean their credit just by using the software. The software does all the work. So like we can insert their credit report, and it can find all the negative items for you. It can draft up you a dispute letter, and it can send it off to the credit bureau's Experian, TransUnion, Equifax with just like 4 clicks of a button with AI now, because AI crazy. Mm-hmm. And then now the person don't even technically need to know how to clean credit so much. It's just like, let me just use the software that Smitty taught me how to use, watch like 3 or 4 videos, learn how to use it, and then clean my own credit, and then position them to get ready for funding. Yeah. So
did you make that?
I got some developers that make it, yeah.
Wish I would have hit you up before then. I could have built that for you.
You guys, yeah, man.
See?
Yeah, no, it's growing too. It's big. So it's angles to be, or you can just find a person who does credit repair too, and then just now, hey, go to this person, get it clean, and then now
we'll
you
keep
come
it in the family.
That too, yeah.
Well, but do you
With
mind,
you.
mind saying the price
Of what?
of how much it costs to
Develop the software?
not to develop the software, to actually utilize the software?
Oh, so the software is only $147 a month. So some
That's
people,
not bad.
yeah, some people use it for themselves, but some people also use it to host their credit repair business off of too.
Oh, so you say you let people pay $147 a month, and they can use that software, and then they just throw everything in? See?
I'm about to have a credit business, y'all. Coming soon.
Like, see, you didn't even know what's going on. All you can do is pay the $147. Look,
Yeah.
we got to holler at you on the side real quick.
Yeah.
We might need to get that for Deeper Than Code.
Oh, yeah, I got some stuff, man. I got some stuff.
Deeper Than Code funding just opened today.
Literally. Click the link in the bio. Well, thank you so much. This has been such a dope interview. I feel like I've learned so much, and I'm just ready for the world.
100%. So it's Smitty The Goat on all platforms, on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, _Smitty The Goat on Instagram. And I just give out this type of value all the time on my pages and YouTube, especially my YouTube. This is where I just really just give out all my game and information that I want people to know and understand. And I help people. I do this stuff every day, man. So if anybody want to learn or tap into anything like that, that's where you'll find me.
Yep. And he's a Libra, guys.
Yeah.
So he's pretty cool.
You gotta get on Fanbase too.
Fanbase, what's that?
Fanbase is a brand new social platform. They about to hit 1 million users.
I think I seen that.
But Isaac Hayes the III.
Yeah, I seen that. I think I want to get on there. But man, we got to get a lot of people over there, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna try to do now. I'm gonna send out.
That's good though.
Send out to my email list.
I'm tired of Instagram and all them other platforms. I'm tired of it. If somebody building a platform where we can all get off of it, I'm with it.
Mm-hmm. And you get every time somebody click love, they click the heart. You get, that's why I got the $13. Every time they click heart. Oh, matter of fact, you know what video really went crazy?
What?
The video where you was like with where it was like all the money's in cloud engineering, but it was the one where you were like the girl was being messy about like your ex making more than your new one. I finally posted that or whatever.
Finally.
And for some reason people kept clicking it, and people kept clicking my affiliate link. I was like, Psh, I'm glad I didn't make a deal with her that I had to pay her off for that.
Dang,
I had to pay her up front. See, you got to negotiate differently next time.
I do. That's what I need a mentor for too.
For sure.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Again, make sure you follow him on everything.
Yep.
And on YouTube.
Yeah.
Follow us, Deeper Than Code. Again, this is Big Papa Code in the freaking flesh. And King Chrissy right here. And we'll see you guys next time.
Man, they call me Mr. CTO. I'm the one that you should call when you're learning code. Success follow me around if you didn't know. From the bottom, so the top, the only way to go. Yeah, man, they call me Mr. CTO. I'm the one that you should call when you're learning code. Success follow me around if you didn't know. From the bottom, so the top, the only way to go. Got in this game from a humble beginning, but now we winning. Came up